This is Judah here. We're having a rundown of the Syncron Synchro deck. Key to your deck right here. You got 3 quick draw Synchrons. Most of your plays are going to revolve around this. The next important card I'd be running, Level Eaters. Whenever it's in the graveyard, reduce the level of a level 5 or higher monster on your field. Resurrects itself. And of course, being a synchro deck, we're going to be running Cool Bolts. Anybody unfamiliar with it, control tuner, it gets resurrected from the graveyard, leaves play. It gets removed. More on that later. For those people who didn't buy the Syncron Extreme Structure deck, a new, very important card that's come out, the Jet Syncron. If this card is sent to the graveyard as a synchro material, you can add a junk monster from your deck to your hand. Right there, we got your search material. If this card's in your graveyard, you can send 1 card from your hand to the graveyard. Special summon this card. But banish it when it leaves the field. There again, very useful. Run 3 of those. Now this is where things just pretty much go basic with any Syncron deck. 3 junk Synchrons. Plenty of plays. As you notice, we have a lot of resurrection going on here. So, we have Doppel Warrior. When a monster is special summoned from your graveyard, except during the damage step, you can special summon this monster from hand. If this card is sent to the graveyard as a synchro material, you can special summon 2 Doppel Warrior tokens, level 1s, with 400 attack, 400 defense, in attack mode. And of course, because every deck just needs some draw power, the Tuning Wear. This card can be treated as a level 2 monster when used for synchro summons, and if this card is sent to the graveyard for synchro summons, draw the card. We're running 3 of those. You'll notice we're running 21 monsters. On to the spells and traps. First, 1 copy of 1 for 1. If you noticed, a lot of level 1s in the deck. Send a monster from your hand to the graveyard. Special summon a level 1 monster from your hand or deck. So many options, so little time. Of course, it's gotta have a search card. So we have tuning. Anyone unfamiliar with it, add 1 Syncron tuner monster from your deck to your hand, then send the top card of your deck to the graveyard. And of course, because I thought the deck just needed a little more search power, we have the Pot of Duality. Excavate top 3 cards from your deck. So, anybody unfamiliar with Excavate, let's pick the top 3 up and reveal them. Add 1 of them to your hand. Also, after that, shuffle the rest back into the deck. The only problem with this card, you cannot special summon the turn you activate it. Of course, Mystical Space Typhoon, an old one but a good one. Because, deck's gotta have a little destruction for spells and traps for those outs. 3 calls, just to get back anything that we might just seriously need. Now, a new card I've recently picked up and added to the deck. I used to run Graceful Revival, but I found this to be much more useful. Activate this card by targeting one level 4 or lower monster in your graveyard. Special summon that target, increase the level by 1 and the attack and defense by 100. And from there it functions just like Call. Now, this is where things get interesting. The Imperial Iron Wall. Neither player can banish cards. Now you're probably asking yourself, what does this get you? Imperial Iron Wall says you can't banish. So, just to give people a little GPs here, I am going to show you. You might remember this card from earlier in the video. If it's been resurrected from the field and from the graveyard, through its effect, it would get banished. Not anymore, since you can't banish it. Every turn, boom, 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 continuous resurrection. And that's not the only card. Remember our friend Quillbolt? Same applies for him. The same strategy will come back, and we'll see it again when we look at the extra deck. Okay, with all understanding, guys, this is still an extra deck. It's in progress. I'm currently running one Tech Genus Hyper Librarian because finding this is what the deck revolves around. If you've got the option, run 3. Pretty simple. We've got a level 5 Syncro, 2400 attack, 1800, not too bad. When a monster is Syncro summoned, draw 1 card. This card must be face up on the field to activate and resolve this effect. With those infinite resurrection combos we've built, we have a Syncro engine on our hands. Now, if you're down to one like I am, and if you only have one of those like I am, I thought some level 7s would be good in the deck. In particular, since you're running a lot of junk monsters in your extra deck, Junk Berserker, very good. And Junk Archer. Now we get into the meat of the deck. This is why you're running that Jet Syncron, the Jet Warrior, level 5. If the card is Syncro summoned, you can target 1 card your opponent controls, return it to the field, to the hand. Now, bonus, if this card is tribute, you can tribute 1 level 2 or lower monster if this card's in your graveyard to special summon it in defense mode, but it gets banished when it leaves the field. There again, we go back to the Iron Wall. Iron Wall in play. This isn't going to get banished. You've got a level 5 you can continuously resurrect. And we're running 3 of him. With all the level 2s and lowers, of course, we're going to run Junk Warrior. Just for those unfamiliar, when it's Syncro summoned, it gains the total attack of every level 2 or lower on your field. Actually, I believe the reprint that's on there now includes your opponent's field. And the new Syncron that came through the Excel Syncron Extreme deck, once per turn, you can send 1 Syncron monster from your deck to the graveyard and apply the following effect. You can reduce this card's level by the level of that monster or increase it. And the only other part of this effect is it allows you to synchro summon using a cell Syncron on your opponent's turn. Now, this is where things get up to personal preference. A lot of players, you're still going to see this deck, they're going to run Quasars. Personally, I think it's an awesome idea. Just, I don't have Quasars, so I'm going to show you a budget option. Goyo Kings. All that flavor and loveliness of your Goyo Guardians that are rare out there. Only this beautiful little card gains 400 attack for each Earth-type warrior synchro monster you control when it attacks until the damage step. And when it destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you get one of the two following effects. Special summon that monster to your side of the field, or you can take control of another monster. And I'm running 3. Level 8. And you have to use a synchro monster as one of the synchro materials. Hence why we're running all those level 5s. But that's it for my synchro deck. Feel free to leave a like in the on the post, and we'll see you again on the flip side. And remember, get your game on.